So I bought this new mandolin, made by Kentucky Mandolin. It's kind of nice. Had a problem with the tailpiece, which I'll explain later. The problem is these minuscule frets they're like toy frets. And I can't make a good sound out of the damn things. I've tried setting the truss rod. Believe it or not, this little thing has a truss rod in it. See where the adjustment's up there. Just can't get good clean sound, especially if you press down real hard, you can get it to. Of course, my hearing's been doing weird stuff lately, which doesn't help. Anyway, I've come to the conclusion that these frets are just too short. And there was another mandolin I was looking at that they claimed had banjo frets on it, which apparently are bigger, taller. I mean, on guitar, I like jumbo frets, electric guitar. So these just seemed inadequate. So I've decided to replace all of these frets. And I was wondering how to do it. I looked online, saw some guy replacing frets. I have removed this one here. It's not there, obviously. And it's sort of an interesting process, so I thought I would document this and see how badly I screw it up. I mean, how well it goes. So, first thing I'm going to do, oh, by the way, if I can show it on here. You see right here, this is one of the frets that I've taken loose already. Gone. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be so far, but that's only one of the lots. A whole bunch of them. 22 of them? I don't know how many there are, but maybe not that many. So I shall take all these strings off, and then this bridge is loose, so you have to be careful when you take it off, because you want that to go back in the right spot where your intonation is screwed up. So what I like to do, or I have done once, is put that blue tape there. Up against the bridge, so when the bridge comes off, line it back up right along that piece of tape, and it should be perfect intonation. Make sure you figure out which way these things go. Get that one out of the way. So now to get these frets out of there, you have to pry them out. And there are various side cutters and things that people use, but whatever you use has to go right up against the wood. So if you notice, these things have a very flat surface here that's machined into it. So that flat part will go against the fretboard. And then these are very fine little diagonal cutters. So one should be able to come to the very edge of this thing. Just, hopefully you can see that. You can just pry the thing up like that. See? I need some other device to help pry it up out of there, but as you maybe could or couldn't see, I don't know if you could see that or not. There you go, little teeny tiny thing. I ought to mark these things in order in case I ever have to put them back. Now it's got to go back in there. This is fret wire. I didn't really know exactly what size to get. I got two different sizes. This seems to be the one that would work well. This part that goes into the fretboard has little ridges in it, for lack of anything else called teeth maybe. So those ridges help hold it into the fretboard somehow or another. Hopefully the width of this thing will fit the width of the slot that's in the thing already. The answer to that question is no, it doesn't fit in there. Although it's pretty close, you know what I mean? I'd have to do a little finishing of that thing. This fret wire is very hard, actually, I discovered earlier. I probably need a stronger tool to cut it. I'm just kind of checking to see, and I'm going to say yes. So I ended up using this jeweler's hacksaw kind of a thing to cut this sucker off. It worked. Had to file the edges, the ends, and the inside of that thing, which goes down in there. So right now the hacksaw worked. I might try a stronger cutter and just cut the thing, since I have to kind of file it down anyway. It could be slightly problematic. I'm not trying to make this thing any bigger, I'm just trying to make the entrance a little wider. No. No. That did not work. I guess the question might be, is that groove deep enough, really, actually? Okay, well, I've already fucked that up. Oh, yeah. Interesting. It's already screwing up the fretboard. So you could say that that's in there. It was very tight, and I had to hammer on it. Not really any way you can squeeze it in there. And some of this fretwood started peeling back. So I filed that hole. What I might try doing on the next one, well, the question might remain, is that too big? Of course, I don't want to do too many of these. I'd never play up there anyway if I took them loose. But I was thinking I might do what this guy was suggesting, and that is to heat the wood of the fretboard to make it a little bit more pliable before I try to stick the other one in there. I don't know. It'll be a continuing saga. It's risky.